And now enjoy as I butcher the name of this film. Welcome to my review of Distario. Desardio. Desseranto. I forget it. So I was told that this movie in English, the name of the movie in English means desert or deserted. So there you go. Kind of got to stick to desert or deserted. Because Desierto, forget it. I'm sorry. Anyways, so I saw this movie today and I was very excited to see it. It comes from the son of the director of Gravity. Now, the son is Jonas, and he also contributed to the screenplay of Gravity. And his famous father is one of my favorite directors of all time, Alfonso Cuarón. And so his name, I believe, is Jonas Cuarón. And this is another feature from him, and it's the first time that I'm really seeing him as a feature director, even though I think he's done another movie before that, and he did do a short film that was kind of it was made around the same time as Gravity because it was part of the Gravity universe of that film. So with this new one, we have two fabulous actors. We have Gael Garcia Bernal, and we have Jeffrey Dean Morgan. And the movie revolves around a group of men and women. They're legal immigrants. They are traveling from Mexico into America, and they're looking for freedom, but they find a very disgruntled, awful American by the name, well, I'm not going to say his, well, I don't know, did he have a name? Sam. I don't know why I cared about that. Is it Sam? Yeah, who cares? But the actor who plays Sam is the important part about it because it's played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan. We don't really get to know much about his character other than the fact that he has a dog with him named Tracker, and part of his truck there's a little flag of a Confederate flag. So that's the only background we get of his character, and we do get some background of Gail's character as well as the movie goes along. But they're looking for freedom, these illegal immigrants, and Jeffrey's character seems like he has taken the situation, his strong opinions about what's happening, into his own hands, not relying on the Border Patrol or the government, but taking it in his own hands to get rid of these illegal immigrants by killing them. So it's a survival horror film. It's somewhat action. It's a thriller, suspenseful. I would classify it more as a horror film than anything else because it was pretty horrific as I watched this movie unfold. In a good way. Not a bad way, but in a good way. Not in a great way, but in a good way. So, the beautiful setting. Most of the film was shot in Baja, California. So, on location, in the desert, out there, with the dirt and the mud and the grime and the grossness and all that good stuff. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is really good in the movie. He's very convincing. And it's fine that I didn't know much about his character. Only stuff that we see. We don't really see any background. Because the movie, once the movie starts, we get right into it. You know, there's no backstory. There's no telling us what's happened to these or where these characters came from. We're right into this movie, and it just goes along for about an hour and a half. You know, it's a straight story. It's a simple story, and I don't know why it took a long time to explain it, but I'm sorry about that. Anyways, I liked the setting. I liked how simple and easy it was to get into. I enjoyed that it didn't get too political or try and tell you to think a certain way about illegal immigrants or think another way about that or what, it was just these two, we get to know a group of people, but it's really a battle of these two men and what they've been through in this situation. And sometimes you sympathize with both of them, but other times you don't. I mean, there's something that happens to Jeffrey's character that you feel sad for him in the situation, but then you don't feel too bad because he's technically killing these people, which is not the right way to go about this situation. But of course, if that didn't happen, we would not have a movie, and you want to have a movie, and you want to be entertained. So I was entertained. I was on the edge of my seat a few times. I cared about everyone involved. I thought the scenes of violence and of action were really intense, really well done. Looks like, you know, they didn't use a lot of CGI when it came to the killings, and so I appreciate that. It looked more real and authentic, and added another level to the movie instead of like taking it back and go like, oh, it looks so fake and phony. So you really get into this movie really fast. It's an easy movie to get into, and I liked it. I'm just glad. I'm just glad it didn't really try and make you think a certain way about the whole situation, in a sense like, this is how you should feel about illegal immigrants, and this is how you should feel about whatever. It just kind of said, we're just presenting this situation as a real situation, and then we let you think about it yourself. You make up your own ideas, you make up your own mind, and I think it did a good job at not only having a little bit of a message, not too much, but at the same time be extremely entertaining and interesting enough to get you to care for what's going on to these characters. I mean, it's pretty awful. But I thought just really good, solid suspense movie that I would say if you can find in the theater, please see it, please watch it, because I think it's quite entertaining and something worth checking out, at least once. I don't know if I'll ever watch it again, but I'd be interested to see Jonas as a director again. I'm assuming he probably will. His father helped produce this movie, and I bet they'll work together again. I really hope that they actually work together as writer and directors maybe someday as well, because, again, Alfonso, in my opinion, is one of the best filmmakers working in the business, and his son's not so bad himself. So for that, I'm going to give this film that I'm just going to call Desert or Deserted, I'm going to give the film a solid 3 stars out of 4. So I forgot to mention that the movie actually has a really good soundtrack, so that is something to look forward to as well. Just want to point that out before I conclude my review. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.